Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 90 of Sonic Boom TV. Today's episode, October 1st, 2022. My air conditioner's not working again. It's turned off right now. I think it's frozen. So if I start to sweat, it's just that. Anyway, this episode is going to be a little long because I've got a lot of stuff to show. I've got new stuff, thrift store stuff, all kind of stuff, a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to make it as fast as possible, but it may go long. I want to start off with the first thing. I went to the record store today and I picked up Punk Rock Halloween, Loud, Fast, and Scary. 16 ghoulish recordings from Real Big Fish, The Adolescents, Anti-Nowhere League, 999, UK Subs, Dwarves, Walter Lure, Sylvan, and The Vibrators, and more. Limited orange vinyl. And that's the little hype sticker. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to read who else is on it. The Riverboat Gamblers, Ghoultown, Calabrese, they're pretty good. Dwarves, Buck09, they're pretty good. One Eye Doll, they're great. The Members, UK Subs, JFA, Walter, I said Walter Lure already. And that's it. I'm going to open this up to check out what's inside. Got this at Euclid Records today. That's what I went there for. And no liner notes, no download cards. We got orange vinyl, looking like Halloween. We got one side orange. My dog is going to cough. She hasn't coughed all day, and now she's going to cough during the video. So that's cool, and it's kind of translucent vinyl as well. I'm thinking this is going to be really cool. They're all like horror themed or Halloween kind of themed songs. Real Big Fish has one called Evil Approaches, The Adolescents, Black Kiss, 999, Every Day is like Halloween. Riverboat Gamblers, Cheap Mask, Ghoultown by the Lantern Light, Anti-Nowhere League, Dance of the Dead, Calabrese, Voices of the Dead, Dwarves, Devil's Level, Buck09, Don't Be Afraid, One Eye Doll, Things of Darkness, The Members, Jack the Ripper, UK Subs, I Walked with a Zombie, JFA, From the Neck Up, Walter Lure, Black Cat Woman, The Vibrators, Creatures of the Night, and Sylvan, There's Something Wrong. It says Made in Canada on the back as well. In the little sticker right there. You probably can't see it. Maybe you can. I think this is going to be good. It came out a couple years ago, apparently, but I'd never seen it before. So there was a couple other Halloween-themed records. I couldn't afford all of it. I spent too much money as it was because I had to buy plastic sleeves and stuff. So I passed on some other, but they had what seemed like a couple of other cool Halloween records. The next one, the one a lot of people have been trying to get, they had a lot of copies of this, but I figured I'd pick one up now instead of avoiding the rush later. Alice in Chains, Dirt. This is the new pressing that they've got out. It was $36.99. I think Walmart's going to have a version of it on orange vinyl, I think. I was going to wait for that, but I figured I'd go ahead and do this. This is going to be in black. It's kind of aggravating, but all of them have this, the edge is kind of curved, and that is because this looks like a single, what do you call it, a single sleeve. It's not a gatefold, but it's got two records in it, and so I don't really like how that works out, but it seems like a lot of records are going to that these days, and avoiding the gatefold, because I'm sure it costs more to print a gatefold, but your covers don't do so well. Anyway, it's got a nice hype sticker and green for some reason. Remastered original audio featuring the hit singles Them Bones, Down in a Hole, Rooster, Angry Chair, and Wood. A lot of people like this as their favorite Alice in Chains album. I like it, but it doesn't compare to Facelift at all to me. So we've got a lyric sheet, double-sided, that's pretty cool. We've got 2 records. They're both the same, so I'm not going to show both of them. They both come in black sleeve, red label, basic Columbia label. The inner sleeves are white, but they're not polylined or anything. It's just paper, so I don't know what that's about. But we got black vinyl, so it'll be good. It is a great album, but I don't think it's anywhere near Facelift as far as their best. But the first 2 albums and the Jarflies and Sap EPs are I think are the best stuff that Alice in Chains did. I've never even listened to the new stuff with the new singer. To me, if you're not Lane Staley, then it's not really Alice in Chains to me. You know, there's a lot of bands that people will say, oh, it's all the other members or whatever, and I get that, but sometimes there's just a singer that makes a band, and he was one of those kind. So those are 2 new ones. I got something in the mail this week as well, the one I was waiting for. So we'll open that too. And it was the Cryptics Make Me Digital. This one I got for like $9 and something. I've seen these on eBay for like $20 or more. Not a lot more, but a little bit more. And I don't know, but this one kept dropping, and so I was like, you know what? I don't know if it's going to go past $9.99 or $9.89 or whatever it was. So I grabbed it. But it does have a hype sticker as well. Got a lot on that hype sticker. It says the tri-colored pie slice vinyl. That's hard to say. The Cryptics' 3rd studio album, the first release in over 3 years, returning with more power and higher energy than ever before. For fans of Bad Religion, Descendants, Dead Kennedys, the Illingtons, and the Offspring. As seen on tour with Dead Kennedys, Angry Samoans, and Guttermouth, Pine Hill Records. And it looks like it is a gatefold, so gotta open this. I saw what the vinyl looked like on Discogs. I wasn't too impressed, even though it's a tri-colored pie slice vinyl. The colors don't do anything for it because they don't match the cover. If they were this blue and green and white, something or other, that would be great. But we've got inner sleeve with the lyrics, the gatefold, I mean, lyrics, some credits, guitars, vocals, bass, drums, all that stuff by one person, it looks like. It says Tino Valpa, vocals, guitar, bass, and drums. Did this person just put out the whole album by himself? Who knows? Don't know. Only opens on one side. There's no download card or anything good like that inside of it. Got white sleeve, not polylined, custom label. Cool. And reveal the color vinyl is clear, white, and gray. It should have been a green and a blue and maybe a gray or even the clear. But it's kind of cool that it's so clear, and then it goes to these other 2 colors that are like this white is like milk, and this gray is like gray milk. So that's it for the brand new stuff that I got. So I was back at the record store today, and I was looking through the 99-cent bin, and they had a lot of good stuff in it this time that was not in good condition, and I just wasn't in the mood to buy it, just in case it played well. But I could have had a lot of albums by the Doors, like 5 different things. I don't know how many albums the Doors actually had, but there was about 5 records in there anyway. Morrison Hotel was one of them. L.A. Woman, and there was at least 2 other ones. I can't remember. One of them had a tiny little picture of them in the middle of the album cover, and I don't know what it was. And then there was another one. They also had a bunch of Rolling Stones. But the Rolling Stones records were scratched up so bad, and I was so mad because there was probably 5 or 6. I know they had this dog over here, guys. She picks the best time to start coughing. They had several of them, like the one with the cake on it. I can't think of the names of their albums. They had Some Girls. They had oh man, I don't know what the other one was. But then they had this one, which is I don't even know what this one's called, guys. Rolling Stones. It's called the Rolling Stones for something. I don't know. I don't know what the heck it's called. Rolling Stones. Maybe it's just called Rolling Stones. But this is the one that has Harlem Shuffle on it. And it has the red shrink wrap that was on it. They cut it and it's torn over the years, I guess, to reveal the actual cover mostly. But it's kind of a thin cover. So this, it's probably doing the best it can at this point. It's probably been out since the 80s. But that hype sticker is huge and cool. Let y'all look at that for a second. Then the cover. Got all the song names, which you can hardly read. Then there's inner sleeve. Looks nice. Got the lyrics and stuff. Some, that's a comic strip that I haven't read yet. And the record, although dusty, it's perfect. This one is perfect. So I grabbed that one. So I got one Rolling Stones. I probably not one of their best. I remember Harlem Shuffle was kind of a weird song for them to be doing, for as far as I'm concerned. But I think this one is just called Rolling Stones. No, it's called Dirty Work. I'm sorry, it's Dirty Work. So there we go. So I have a few Rolling Stones albums, but I have the Honk and the one of the other one, the Greatest Hits one, that they put out last year on Record Store Day. Whatever that's called. I can't remember names of things right now. I should prepare better for these videos. Be much better on my few fans I have. Then I went to the dollar bin. The first thing I found was Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant. I think I bought this last year. But I couldn't remember because I had my phone and I was looking on my Discogs, and I don't have any record of that being on there. But I'm almost positive I bought this last year. So for same thing, $1. So I bought it again just in case. It's pretty dirty. The cover's shot to hell. It's split on both sides everywhere. But the record looked okay. It was just really dirty. A little scratchy. It probably won't play perfectly, but enough for that one song. Because if you haven't heard that song, they play it on the radio every Thanksgiving. It's really funny. But I don't know why it's on Thanksgiving. It's just a Thanksgiving song. But I probably couldn't find my pressing that I had on Discogs last year, but I bought this just in case. Then I came across another album that the cover is damaged, but the Fix React, and you see that? This has all been water damaged there too. I didn't realize what this was because you can barely see the song titles, and they're in gray, but it was so dark in that store, I couldn't see them very well, and I didn't even think to maybe turn the flashlight on my phone. But it's all the hit songs. So when I was like, well, wait a minute, when I got home, I looked at it. I said, this isn't the greatest hits, because I have their greatest hits. It's a live album, so I've never had a Fixed live album before, so that's good too. I've never seen this one before anywhere, so that's a cool find, and the record looks good. This one is one that I already had, but I got it just in case, because like I said, it was dark in there. I couldn't. The Police, Synchronicity. Now, there's so many versions of this where the colors are different. I don't know if the pictures are different, but I know the pattern of the colors are different. So This one is actually, I think, goes this way. So it's blue, red, yellow, and then on the back, yellow, blue, red. And the reason I got it was because I didn't know if it was going to be one of the ones. And the weird thing is it comes out the top. I didn't know if the record was going to be one of the purple ones. And the way these records look, they look black, but if you hold them up to the light, and this is really, really dirty, it looks black, right? But if you hold it up to the light, which I'm not going to be able to do, it's purple. Like if I'm holding it up, looking at like up against a light bulb, this is translucent purple, and this one is actually that. So that's why I'm glad I did it, because I couldn't tell in the store. I may be able to. Well, I don't have the ring light is on the thing. Maybe at the end of this video, I'll take the camera off and put it up against the ring light so we can see if that works. So anyway, I was happy to get a purple one, because the one I had since forever that I had bought probably brand new many years ago, that one was just solid black. So on the way out the store, they have a little bin that has like posters and magazines and free stuff. And every once in a while they'll have CDs and records in there. So I came across 2 CDs. I got something called the Raw Tape Sampler 22. I don't know who Raw is, and I don't recognize any of the bands on here or singers or whatever. So that may be whatever. Then there's Top Shelf Records. Sample. It's a little sampler thing. This one again, I don't know any of the bands either. But these seem like just some of the names. Sweet Pill, Lunar Rat Boys, Elephant Gym. Seems like they're probably some kind of indie rock label or something. But don't know. I'll just had to get them because they were samplers, and maybe there'll be somebody on there that I like. And then the other thing was, I got 2 of these because they had a stat. They probably had 10 or 12 of these in there, maybe more. And it's a band called Best Coast. It's a single for California Nights. And then on the back, it's got 2 songs, Heaven Sent and Feeling Okay. I grabbed 2 because every once in a while you dig in that box and you find something that's worth like $30-40. So I said, well, they got a bunch of copies. I'm not going to, nobody's really going to want this probably. So I'll take 2. Then I took 2. Then that was it for the record store day today. Then earlier in the week, that was the good stuff. Early in the week, I went to the Salvation Army again just to see. And when I got in there, it was like they got a whole new setup going. Not a whole setup, a whole new section of records in there. And I was like, man, it looks like they got a lot of stuff. Well, they had a lot of brand new stuff, old stuff that was never opened. And some of them had multiple copies of the same thing. And I just was like, well, I had like $18 on me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to see what I can get for this and leave the rest or whatever. And the first one I got, I didn't mean to get. Picked it up, and then I put it back. But I put it back flat, and then I put my stack on top of that as I was walking by up and down the little thing. I happened to just put my stack on top of it. When I left, I grabbed it as well. And it was this. Somebody called Reba. It's Reba Confessions. This is not Reba McEntire. This is Crazy Eyes Reba. I don't know what this is or why it is, but I didn't want it. But it's unopened, so it's brand new. Then this one, I picked it up thinking it may be, it's $1. And if it's probably not worth anything, go back. And this guy I work with, who, it's weird to say I work with him because we're never in the office at the same time. But I used to work with him years and years ago. All the time we worked there, and it's a different story. Don't worry about it. But anyway, he's Greek. His family is Greek. And I found this record, and I was going to put it on his desk. Zorba the Greek. And the record is opened. It's not sealed. But the record itself is in like brand new, never played condition, and the cover is in real nice condition too. So I looked it up on Discogs just to be sure, and sure enough, it's worth like $20 and on there. And I was like, I'm not putting this on his desk, so I kept it. I was gonna do it as a kind of a joke, and I decided I would better keep it. So Zorba the Greek, got that one. Then we've got a bunch more of these of their just random stuff, guys. I don't think some of them are worth about $10, but most of them are just $2 or $3. But I don't remember. And there's a couple I couldn't find. But we've got Jackie Gleason, an original cast recording, or David. Well, let's start from the top because there's a lot of stuff written on this record. David Merrick presents original cast recording. Jackie Gleason, Walter Pidgeon, Ellen Hurley in the Peter Greenville production of "Take Me Along." Also starring Robert Morse and Una Merkler, and that's just other stuff. I don't know what the heck this is, guys. It's a movie, I assume, but just a soundtrack, unopened, brand new. Some of them have little holes drilled in them. They were like cutouts or whatever. Not that one's perfect. Then the next one, and I may never open these. I don't know why I bought them. I just was in that, oh my God, these are new records, I gotta buy them kind of thing happened to me. David Merrick also presents under the original Broadway cast recording of Robert. Well, the other one was an original cast recording too, so I guess they're both Broadway shows. Robert Horton, Ingo Swenson, Stephen Douglas, a new musical, 110 in the Shade. I kind of liked this cover actually, so that's why I grabbed that one. There's that. And we've got another one. This one I believe had a little bit of value to it. An original London cast of Bye Bye Birdie Limelight series. Mercury Wing has a hole punched in it right there. Cheetah Rivera and Peter Marshall in the Edward Padula production, Bye Bye Birdie, with Angela Bassett. But they put so many credits on the front of this. Unopened, and big old 39 cents sticker. That's I know it's 39 cents because the others that are coming up are going to have things like that too. This one was a little hard to figure out on Discogs. It's Angel Stereo. I guess that may be the record company. Alexander B. Cohen presents Michael Flanders and Donald Swain performing their own words and music at the drop of another hat. Flanders and Swan are explosively funny, witty, literate, daffy, and delightful. I think this may be a comedy album. There is a version of it where see this picture is here. There is another version where there's like a logo or something inside this bubble and nothing there, and it made it hard to figure out which one was which on Discogs. And then there's a sticker that says 91 record bar price code B. I don't know what that means, but if you can see it, you probably can't see it. There you go. Then we got this one. And I'm not even sure if this is I don't know, guys. I don't know what this. I guess it's another cast recording or something. But it's called "Something's Coming" by Tony Tanner, and it's got the song names and some credits there. Got a special sale. Our price 87 cents, and then it was reduced to 49 cents, if you can see that. But I don't know exactly anything about this one, but it's still sealed. Then this one was actually the first one I saw when I was in there, and I thought the cover looked kind of cool. But cover looked like something you might see on a punk rock record almost, if things were a little bit different. But it's called The Grass Harp, a musical. It's all these people's name, music by Clabe Richardson, and book and lyrics by Kenwood Elmsall. Original cast recording, stereo, based on the novel by Truman Capote. Now, would maybe say it was, it kind of looked like it could be punk rock. If this little flower thing was a skull, which it almost kind of looks like a skull, and, this butterfly was, something else, a fist or something, then that could be a punk rock cover. But this one, there's something about this right here. It says Big Rich, and there's a song. It says Big Rich here, but the actual song on the record is something else, and so that made it kind of an error thing. This is actually from Sam Goody. It says right there. It just says a 2. It doesn't have a price. So that was like a error. It's not worth anything, but it's an error record. And then we got a comedy one. Came in its own. It had a sleeve on it. It's open. Still in great condition. Buddy Hackett, a new musical comedy. I had a ball. Also starring Richard Kelly. I remember Buddy Hackett when I was a kid. I guess my grandparents were watching movies or something with him. I just remember he was an old time comedian. But this one has a big 39-cent sticker on it sideways. So that's pretty good. Then we've got a couple more, and we'll be done. We've got Kurt Wells' great musical Johnny Johnson, with a Burgess Meredith, Thomas Stewart, Evelyn Clear, Lottie Lena, Jane Connell, Hiram Sherman, Scott Merrill, play by Paul Green, orchestra conducted by Samuel Matlowski. So $1.40 sticker right there. The back cover. My dog throwing up or whatever down there. Gretchen, you alright? She's alright. Then the next one, I like this cover as well. Musical Theater of Lincoln Center, Richard Rogers. Original cast album, Ethel Merman. Stop. Annie, Get Your Gun. This one had a lot of covers as well that I had to sort through to find on Discogs. Come on, you coming? I'm sorry, guys. We do a professional show around here, and dogs get in the way and all that other good stuff. So the next one has the best of Lerner and Lowe, and it has a $1.57 price sticker on it. There's a lot of records that are done by this company. That they all look like this, but they're different colors and different pictures. And of course, they say something different right there, and that'll lead into the next record. But this one is highlights from Brigadoon, My Fair Lady, Camelot, and Gigi. Including, it tells the songs it includes. And as you can see on the back, there's black and white covers of a lot of the other ones. But that's pretty good. It's on Wing Records. Then the next three I could not find on Discogs. This one, which I figured probably should be there because it's probably one of the well-known names of what it is, but it's the best of Rodgers and Hammerstein, and that has highlights from The Sound of Music, State Fair, The King and I, Flower Drum Song, Me and Juliet, Oklahoma, and Carousel. And I know there's a big $1.57 sticker. Has a Wing 500 sticker as well on it. That's that. It did have a little hole drilled through it. But that one, couldn't find it. I searched and I could not find it. It's probably in there, just weird listing. So there'll be that. Then we've got from the soundtrack of MGM's Rosemarie, final clearance, 44 cents. Where can you find 44-cent final clearances anymore? But we've got pretty cool looking cover, big old hole drilled in it right there, and all that good stuff on the back. But I really thought that was kind of a nice cover. A lot of stuff going on in it. Don't know what Rosemarie is, but I could not find that. I looked for a long time for that one. And then the final one. Sadler Wells Theater presents John Strauss II, Die Fledermaus, the Bat. Highlights in English. The Sadler's Wells Opera Company and orchestra conducted by Willem Tusky. Promenade series. I don't know what this. Couldn't find this one. I found so many versions of that Die Fledermaus, or however you say it. in German. There's so many different recordings of, I guess, different shows doing this, but I couldn't find this particular one. It says manufacturer's list price $4.98, record bar discount price $2.39. You could have been rocking the Deflator mouse back in the day. And that is it for this episode. I have no money left, so I gotta pay some bills. So we're not gonna do any more records this week, hopefully, unless something happens. But the only thing I have out there on order is the Dropkick Murphys new album that's coming out. I haven't even checked to see when. I know there was supposed to be something with the CD coming out first and then the record. So the record might not come out till November. So by then, who knows. But no plans to buy anything else this week. If I go to the Salvation Army again, it won't be till like Thursday or Friday when I go back to work, and I have no plans to go in anywhere else. So that will be that. I will see you guys next time. We're getting close to 100 episodes here. Somebody should have a party or something, right? But I got some episodes that are going to come up that with stuff that I already have, and now I'm going to try to take this phone down and not cause a disturbance, and we can see if we can see the police record, see if it's purple. All right, we're gonna do like this, swing it around. You can see it. Look at that. Look, it's purple. Wait, zoom back out. I can't hold the record in the camera. Look at that. It looks so purple, but when you take it away, it looks black. That is so awesome. And I think there's a brown one too that does the same thing, because I do have a brown record by Simple Minds that does that. So anyway, zoom into my face. That's it for this episode, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.